and held accountable with the use of the Constitution. So this one last quote that I heard, that I actually heard to myself, and maybe it was a word that God spoke to me, and it's something that I posted, and it says, it's not about making everyone happy, it's about doing what's right. And doing what's right is always going to offend someone. So I'll tell you right now, when it's time to do right, and when it's time to do right in the sight of God, it is going to offend those that don't believe in God's given right and your God-given ability to take care of yourself. You have a mind that works. You have a body that works. You know how to call on your Lord, your Creator, to say, how am I going to go forward and do what I need to do? So I'm leaving you with that. I love you all. Keep fighting. You want to talk to me? You want to find me? New York Freedom Rally. We have some shirts here. You can support us however you can. Again, we are doing this because we care about you. We have voices and we want to speak up on your behalf because as we can see, the government is failing us. They are failing. And we can do our best to elect who we can as long as we hold them accountable. Accountability is the goal of the year, and that we check on to every year after anyone that goes in office. Again, my name is Joy Amanda. You all have a good day.
Thank you, Joy. Oh, Joe's here. Good. We got two more speakers. I want to bring up Mo Oliver. Come on up, Mo. What up, New York? What up, Brooklyn? I'm sorry, am I here by myself? Sorry, that was just joke, man. What up, New York? What up, Brooklyn? That's what I'm talking about. So, my name is Mo Oliver. I am a teacher. I was a teacher with the Department of Education for 23 years. Yeah, I'm still teaching, but I'm about to teach y'all right now. I'm about to put y'all on, but, you know, I was fired because of my choice to not take the vaccine, right? And ironically enough, I heard one of the politicians at a congressional meeting say that it's proof now that the vaccines don't actually work, right? Because everyone who got 3 or 4 shots are still getting sick, right? So which means we made the right choice to not take the shot, right? So, look. Few things, look, I don't play politics. I don't play politics at all. I'm here to talk to the people. Are you the people? So I'm here to talk to the people. I'm here to put you guys on game. I'm here to put you on game because there's a lot going on that, you know, we don't really know. And like Joy just said, you know, God gave you rights. So your Constitution was put in place to protect your God-given rights. So if God gave you the rights, can man take it away? No. If God gave you rights, man can't take it away. So I want to put you on game real quick. And I'm going to read something to you from the Constitution. And I want to give you some homework at the same time. So the first thing I want to say is this. The first part of the Constitution is the preamble. And I want you to go home and test this. I want you to look at the preamble. And I'm going to read it to you real quick. I'm just going to read the first few lines of the preamble. Because it's very interesting. And not only is it interesting what the preamble is saying, I want you to look at how they wrote the text. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to look at how they wrote the text in the preamble. So it starts. Give me 1 minute. Let me get my phone in order. Alright. So it starts here. It says, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Now I want to stop right there. Because it says we the people, right? And what's interesting about we the people, the letters in people is in all caps. We in all caps, people in all caps. And all the other words that precede that are in lowercase. You know what that tells you? Who has the power? The people! The people has the power. And I need you to really focus on that part. Because the framers of the Constitution wanted to make sure that everyone knows that this document is about who? The people! Alright, thank you, because I'm here to put y'all on game. So now, I want you to go down, and I want you to do this at home. If you got a laptop, if you got a iPhone, or whatever you got, I want you to just, I know on my computer there's a function called, I do Control F. And then in the computer it says find. And I want you to type in the word citizens. Now what you're going to do first is download a Constitution, a PDF document. Listen to what I'm telling you, because you'll find this very interesting. Watch. Download the PDF of the Constitution. Open it up. Type in the word citizen. Go Control F, type in the word citizen, and here's what you'll find. That everywhere in the Constitution, the word citizen is capitalized. Why is it capitalized? It's capitalized to tell you who has the power. The citizens. You are sovereign. You understand what I'm saying? Because, and let me give you some scripture for this. God said, let us make man in our what? In our image. So you're made in the image of God. God is sovereign. So when you look at the image of God, you are looking at sovereignty. So when they wrote this Constitution, they made sure that the word citizens who are made in the image of who? God! God is all capitalized. Because when you look at the word God, God is also what? Capitalized. Because God is sovereign. You, in the image of God, you are also what? Sovereign. But check this out though. When you go down to the Constitution, when you go down in the Constitution, when you do that control, after I told you, and you put in the word citizens, you'll see all of the words citizens capitalized, except when you get to the 14th Amendment. And this is where it gets dangerous. This is where it gets dangerous. Because if you go down to the 14th Amendment, and I'm gonna go to it for you right here on my phone, and I'm gonna read it to you. 14th Amendment, the word citizens is in lowercase because your government has been tricking you, not just since COVID, but for a very long time. They have just reduced your status from being sovereign to being subjects. Let me show you. I'm going to read it to you. It's not my words. Peep it. I told you I'm going to put you on game. It says, 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and are subjects to the jurisdiction. You see that? It says you are subjects of the United States. Wow. You're not just, and it's the word citizen. I got to read it again. I don't think y'all follow me here. Let me read it one more time for y'all. It says, all persons born and naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are lowercase citizens. So your status has just changed under the 14th Amendment. Who changed it? Your government. Your government changed it. So why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? Look, why am I telling you this? Because look, you're going to see a lot of people around here talk about make America great again. I'm going to tell y'all we need to make America great. Period. Come on. I'm not going to say, look, make America great again. We need to make America great, period. Because they've been trying to trick you for a very long time. And we are now just catching up. So, those of you who are going to go out and vote, look, I like what Lee Zeldin is saying. I love it. He said he's going to put all the city workers back, not the city workers, all the fire workers back to work. I'm with that. I'm with that. Let's do that, Lee Zeldin. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But what you gotta do, don't just listen to the sound bites. You gotta hold Lee Zeldin accountable. There you go. You gotta hold him accountable. If you're gonna go ahead and vote for him, you gotta hold him accountable. Because your government has been trying to trick you for years. So look, that's what I'm saying. So look, go research what I just told you. See if I'm lying. Your Constitution was created to make you sovereign. All right, you're right. Our Constitution was created to make us sovereign. However, they changed our Constitution. You understand what I'm saying? You can say Democrat, you can say Republican. I'm not playing that political game. I'm here for the people. You can say Democrats, you can say Republicans, because the Democrats going to tell you one thing, the Republicans going to tell you something else. But at the end of the day, the people need to fix the problem, not the Democrats or the Republicans. So look, my name is Mo Oliver. I'm here to keep it real for the people. Read what I told you, see if I'm lying to you. All right, Mo, and closing it out, one of the best closers in the game, Joe speaks truth. Come on out, Joe.
So, I was thinking of what I'm going to say because I have said so much that I don't want to continue to repeat myself. So, I was just thinking that Joe Biden and his administration keep saying that we have to fight for the soul of America, right? And I was just like introspective, like what is the soul of America, right? the soul of this country, my honest opinion, are the children, right? They keep targeting the children. Okay, they're targeting two classes. They're targeting businesses, yeah, they took away our jobs, but they're targeting two groups of people, and I'm going to explain why. First, the children, right? Because the children are the next generation that are going to come, right? Secondly, the elderly, because the elderly give us wisdom, right? Okay? So if you attack those two groups, and the elderly, once they get, as they advance in age, they reverse back to that childlike essence, right? So it makes them vulnerable. Those two groups are vulnerable to be targets of predators. And in my honest opinion, when you're targeting children in the school system, when you're targeting children to entertainment and the music industry, you are a predator, because children don't have the ability to defend themselves against any incoming threat. That's why the parents are supposed to be there as the barriers to stop anyone, any predator that's coming against your child, right? And another thing that I was thinking, why is it that in a lot of the forms that we fill out, right, they put in the head of the household. The head of the household is it on? Okay. The head of the household is not just about the money.